is, I think June 6th, maybe. Anyway, I have to start spraying the apple trees. And so I have to set up the apple sprayer. Let's see if we can get the tractor running, shall we? I haven't run it for a week. Turn on the gas. Neutral, choke out, switch on. Got some gas in it. The sprayer system is pretty simple. I'm going to convert from a different tank to this $5 55-gallon barrel tank this year, and all I really have is a PTO roller pump that goes on to the PTO, and it sucks spray out of the barrel and then sprays it out the other end under pressure out of a hose. And I just have a pressure gauge on here. This just it has an overflow pressure back into the tank, and then here's the on-off switch. Let's see here. Gets a little stiff. So the first part is mounting the PTO pump. The Ford I put in a standard size PTO, so then my adjuster, I just was tired of the little one and the bearing started leaking. So I bought a $80 replacement shaft that's standard size, new bearings and all, and then I can have a coupler that my pump goes on. I should lubricate it before I try to put it on. It's a 1947 two-end Ford that my wife Margot bought at an auction for about $800 maybe 40 years ago. We used it ever since with some repairs and things, but it works pretty good. The 3-point hitch is what I like. It makes it really easy to put on and off things. There, that's on. To keep the pump from spinning around with the PTO, I just have a chain and a bolt, and then I chain it to the I won't chain it to the arm because that moves when you go up and down, but I'll just hook it to the one of the side chains here. just have a bolt that goes through, holds the chain. So then it can't spin. So that's the pump is on. Then the next part is the tank. I'm over here in the shade of the by the big barn. So hot, sticky day. Now I actually haven't figured out I need to bolt or strap that down. Maybe I'll just strap it down. Anyway, one end goes into my pressure gauge and the relief valve, and I have it set about something like 40. I think the pressure release valve is 45 pounds. Get enough pressure to get it up into the thing. Then I hook the hose onto the outlet of the pump. Of course, I'm going to have to prime the whole thing. This one here is where I prime it. I put water in here, and on the end is just a filter. So if there's and then I got to get my big hose that I walk through the woods or walk through the orchard with. It's on here. I'll have to tighten these all up, but then it has a spray nozzle. Really quite simple, but it works pretty good. I got full-size apple trees, and I can spray to the top of the apple trees. I really should mount it like this, because that way I can get to the relief valve if I need to easily. A block of wood under here maybe, huh? Sounds good. Some 5/4 oak. I got so much hardwood from my sawmill and everything. I got pieces. So now I need to actually mount both of these. I don't mind wrecking the barrel, so I could drill some holes in, screw this in, and then or actually I could just cut the corners off so it sat right in there as a swirl. Well, no, I want it up. Then I have to like clamp this to this. How about I wonder if I've got a U-clamp. I'll go see. Might as well make it elegant, right? What I need to do now is hook the barrel onto the stand here so that it won't fall off when I fill it full of water and drive around the orchard. So let's see. I think I down it like that. Well, we're going to see if we can get the pump working. Bring the garden hose over. Put some water in the tank. Make sure the hoses are tight. I have to take this, prop it open so that when I try to prime it, it will let water come through. The input. How I prime it. Is I try to get some water into the pump through the input pipe. This is where it starts getting messy. Get some water in the bottom of the tank. Sure that's on the bottom of the tank. Need to sort of clamp it down so that it'll stay there. Let's see if I can put a bungee cord here to hold it in place. Pretty good. Normally it takes me a few times to get it started. I have to put water in it a few times, but we'll try it. So the whole thing is really quite simple. There's a PTO coupler hooked to a roller pump with a input hose coming out of the bottom of the tank with a filter on it, and the output going to a pressure gauge on the top and a pressure relief valve and an output hose. And then the hose I spray with. So the question becomes, if I start it up, will some water squirt out of this hose end? Shall we see? I got it open, so it should. And let's see, it's all hooked up. Reasonably tight. The faucet is turned on. Let's see, shall we? I have to have the PTO on. I'll leave the lift down. PTO on. Yeah, PTO on. Switch on. Gas lever slow. Neutral. Look at that. Starting to go. Looks like it's good. So I'll get my bottle of 7, mix up the tank with spray 7. I'm gonna wash this tire out too. Gives the tractor a gap. As long as I've just got pure water in it, I might as well hose down my car too, huh? My Nissan Leaf 2015, bought it a year ago. I've put about 8,000 miles on it. No maintenance. With the rebate, it was about 2,700. 36,000 miles on it. Heck of a deal. I really like it. I like not having to buy gas.